You know Glitchproductions, right? Of course you do. You've probably already seen shows like The Amazing Digital Circus and Murderdrones. And of course you have watched my video, right? Right?
Shut your fucking mouth!
Anyways, I want to make a video on every show they made, and the next one on the list is the beautiful but sadly mediocre. First, I need to clarify that the show isn't necessarily bad. We are still talking about a glitch show after all. But it definitely is the weakest one they made so far. And why that is, I will explain in a minute. Now, I think we first need to talk about... This miniseries centers on a tropical island and our main protagonist called Meggy. Meggy wanted to go on a short vacation to forget about her troubles that normally occur in her everyday life. This is more apparent through the shadow that actively follows her around and even kind of acts as its own character. The difference here though is that normally shadow figures like this act like an antagonist or the worst part of yourself, which the protagonist has to defeat. Here though, I don't think it's necessarily meant as a bad guy or an antagonist, but more so to represent her trauma or the troubles she is actively trying to run away from. She still acts like an antagonist, but it's not front and center, which is kinda sad because I would have loved to see much more of the dynamic they have in the show. The main problem though is that the city where she actually wanted to make a vacation is flooded by criminals out of nowhere. Sadly, no one really knows why the crime rate suddenly started to skyrocket. The island has a sheriff though, but in all honesty, this guy is a complete...
You are a simpleton!
The name of the sheriff is Ori, and he wants to actively try to be as great as his grandfather was. Both characters meet up and try to find out together the secret of the rising crime rate, and Meggy simultaneously is trying to find her purpose in life. This is a great premise and I really like the idea of the show. Simple but effective. It has a lot of potential, which sadly wasn't used enough. By the way, if you liked this video so far, I would really love a like and a subscribe. It takes a lot of effort and time to do these animations, so if you want to support the channel, feel free to do so. Let's talk about the... The animation is awesome, dear.
Lord have mercy!
It looks so video gamey and it's just straight fun. It feels hella inspired by Ahead in Time and Mario Sunshine, and not gonna lie, I love it. It's really simple but still charming and just cozy to look at. To be fair, I think it's kind of a two-edged sword, because this style makes the villains of the show kind of too simple and less threatening, and especially the side characters feel very bland. It's like, just make a blue ball in Blender, then give it eyes and maybe a leg, and there you have your own character. Wait. Problem that I have is that the show is mid AF. That doesn't mean it's bad, but still painfully mediocre and heavily in the shadow of the other Glitch series. The show puts every movie trope you can think of. Sad sacrifice that amounts to nothing? Check. Fallout of the main duo right before the climax? Check. Villain has a comedically dumb group of minions? Check, you get the point. This show lives and dies with how you feel about the main character, and the fact that this is a sequel show about a character from another glitch show called SMG4 just doesn't help. This show just sadly has no rewatchability at all, which is really sad and unfortunate because, like I said before, I do like the concept. just not the execution. And that's almost all I have to say about this show. It's a quick 11 episode adventure including the pilot. And it's just, like I said, very simple. Would I still recommend it though? Yes, I would if you want a summer adventure vibe and want some quick fun. This show is your way to go. If you watched SMG4 and are already familiar with Meggy's character, it's even better. But as a whole, it's a cute 11 episode show, which is a lot of fun to look at. It's just sadly, painfully mediocre. Not bad, but not good either. But now, tell me what you think. Did you like Sunset Paradise? If yes or no, tell me why. I would love to hear. Now, I'm going to watch the sunset right here. And you, like and subscribe. And have an awesome day. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a quick but more animation focused video. If you like this style, then tell me in the comments and I will make a lot more videos like this. Now, you already know the drill. See ya and have an awesome day as well.